Hello, and welcome to Moscato and Tea. This is the show for all things beauty, business, and community with your hosts, Inez and Chiquita, keeping it raw, real, and unfiltered.
Welcome back.
Hey.
Part 2, Hot Topics. So now that we've gotten all the good stuff out of the way,
Okay.
we're going to get into some politics.
Are we going to get... Oh, Lord, you know how I feel about this.
I know. That's why I wanted to get the good stuff out of the way.
You know how I feel about...
Because I know you're going to go into that.
You know how I feel about this. I'll be like,
Yeah. I know. So let's kind of ease into it before we get to the big guy. Joe Biden, he's running. What are your thoughts?
I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, at the end of the day, you know, it is going to be what it is. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I know I'm doing all kinds of shit at the same time. So, you know, it's called running business, doing everything at one time while you're working. So, anywho, I'm not surprised. It is what it is. Every usually vice president runs after, you know, now let's just see what's going to happen. Here we go. We got like 50 million people running. What are we going to do? Who are we picking? What is it going to happen? You know, at the end of the day, I think most people just want somebody who's going to be able to battle with Trump, stay in the same and win. I think that's basically it. So I don't know. I can't even.
Yeah, I saw him on The View and he answered a couple questions.
Oh, the girl been gone. I haven't even been able to watch The View. That's another.
I know. So, but I watch all this stuff, you know, for us just to make sure, keep you updated.
Right.
And he answered a couple questions, and one of them was he told Barack Obama not to endorse him, which is I actually can see that understandable because there's so much heat around him already. And I just felt like, you know, he wanted to kind of be his own man going into this. So that's kind of understandable. And listen, what I'm about to say, please don't inbox us. Like, I'm all for women. I'm all for Me Too and all this stuff. But I'm just trying to understand. They kept pressuring him to apologize to Anita Hill. And I don't know exactly what happened back then. I don't even know how old I was. Yeah. But it just was like, what exactly did he personally do to Anita Hill?
You know what? I don't even know. That's a good question.
That they keep harping on.
I guess not. That's something we're going to have to research and figure it out.
Yeah.
Because I don't know. This is my problem. Right now, what's good for the goose got to be good for the gander. You know, we got a president right now who is so misogynistic, a racist, all kinds of things. And we're going to pressure a candidate to apologize on some other. Listen, at this point, like you said, at this point, we got bigger fish to fry than something that happened 25 years ago. We don't know how, who, what he might apologize. I don't know. At this point, can we focus on trying to get this man out of office? We keep bringing up shit of the past. People do change. And if he's showing he's changed, then by all means. Yes, here's the thing, too. People always want to be on some bullshit. But you have to understand when you're talking 25, 30 years ago, things were a little different. People were a little bit more touchy-touchy. People weren't so sensitive. There's a lot. I'm not saying that we don't have valid points on it.
Of course.
But I'm just saying that when this starts to happen now, we want people to go back in history and change things. We cannot, if that was the situation and the case, then Black folks would not be in the situation that we're in right now. If it was time to go apologize, do reparations, do things right. If you're completely sorry, but that's not the case. We keep looking back and not looking forward. And that's why we can't move as a country and as people because we keep looking behind us and not looking what we can create in front of us.
And the problem is that they keep looking backwards on what the Democrats are doing and their problems, but they're hush-hush on the other side.
But
my thing is you need to have a balance.
But here's the thing. If the Democratic Party needs to be like, okay, whatever, and start moving forward and start pushing forward so that way this new young generation of people that are hungry for something new can go ahead, okay, whatever, keep looking at the past, but this is what we're really doing here. But that's not what's going on. It's a tit for tat. Let's do this. Let's do that. Can you apologize? Can you not? It's like, dude, can we just let all that shit go and move forward? As long as we keep doing that, and as long as we keep nitpicking on fucking the past, yes, if you don't acknowledge the past, you can't change and move into the future. I do agree upon that. If he acknowledges, yes, I did some bad shit, but that's not where I'm at right now, and I'm moving forward, and you can prove that, then we need to let it go. But if we keep harping on this stuff, we're always going to be in this. We're always going to be hamsters in that wheel.
Wheelhouse. Yeah.
Because the hamster in the wheel, it's going to keep going and going, and finally somebody's going to fucking get tired. Yeah. Until you drop dead, and then you're like, well, I wasted all this time on some bullshit.
Exactly.
So, I mean, at the end of the day, let me guess, was it Meghan McCain pushing, or was it...
No, she's actually on his side, surprisingly.
Okay.
And, because it was a couple things, like they were saying, oh, he hugged me, or like he's like grabbed my hands or whatever. It wasn't in a sexual manner or whatever like that. But you know how these women are coming out and saying that. But with the Anita Hill thing, so I guess, supposedly, it was the way she was treated.
Oh, yeah.
And so he was the,
but there's
the person in charge of the committee. But he's only one man. So,
but here's the thing: where has it changed?
Exactly.
Where has women not been treated that way till this day?
Exactly.
Why
is he the only one having to apologize? That's that's what I'm trying to understand.
And that's my point. Yeah. Like at the end of the day, we're going back. Well, you need to apologize. Okay, that's all fine and dandy. But where has it today been that we're moving forward? Our president doesn't apologize for shit.
Exactly.
He's on Twitter. He's doing all kinds of craziness. You're like, holy moly. Yeah. But we want to, that's what I'm saying. It's a pick and choose. And right now, politics is really just sitting really bad in my stomach.
Yeah. No, I agree.
I've never really been one, but it's gotten worse and worse. We're not getting any better. We got so many other issues. Like, that was another thing when we're going to talk about that, and how the U.S. treats its own people. Like,
yes.
The Notre Dame burnt down. Now they're sending all kinds of fucking money.
Yes.
But Flint, Michigan doesn't have any goddamn water, clean water. We have a homeless
problem in LA.
Just all in California.
Yeah.
Like, let's keep it 100. And it's going all over, and it's spreading all over the place. We have all kinds of other, healthcare is in shambles.
Yeah.
We have all kinds of, but you're going to sit here and send money. Like, get the hell out of here. Like, this is what my tax dollars are, because now we want to build. No, people owe us. We owe our, we
owe China.
Huh? Sorry, what was that? I was like, what was that? Whatever, something about China, whatever she said. She stuck a piece of cake in her mouth. I couldn't understand what the hell she said. But anyways, so at the end of the day, it is what it is. That's why I'm just like, I'm over it. We'll see what happens. It's going to get uglier and nastier as time goes on.
Messy. Yes. That's why I'm just like, you guys, there's bigger issues that we need to focus on. Did you know also, I'm still not, really gung-ho about him, but what's the guy, Mayor Pete, that's also running for president? I'm still not gung-ho about him, but I'm still looking at all the candidates. I don't know who I'm going to vote for.
Right.
But they tried to do a smear campaign on him and get two guys to fake like he was sexually assaulted by this candidate. And they caught him. They got a recording of the guy trying to set all this up. And I'm just like, really? Are we at that point now?
Of course.
Where you want to try and do a fake story and set up somebody?
Listen, it's happening all the time, every day, all day.
It's crazy.
I mean, this is what I think is hilarious.
You got shit spilled out.
I know. Do you know how many black men are out there in jail for fake bullshit as well? It's kind of like, oh, now you're getting a little taste of it.
That's true.
Like, oh, wait, what? How many times have you been accused of shit that don't go down? Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't know. I'm just...
Yeah. No, it's all around. It's just like really... It's just crazy.
Speaking of which, I think we need a little... Because that always leaves a bad taste in my mouth. I think we need to do a little bit of congratulations to the fact that we have 3 women of color in the pageants as Miss USA.
Ooh.
Miss Teen USA, and Miss America.
Hey,
All black,
really?
Yes, all black women. History was made.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and Miss Teen USA.
Where you find this at Instagram?
Girl, and it's all over the news. Like, so you hush yourself. Miss Teen USA is a natural hair girl. She got an afro.
What?
Yes, a natural hair girl, curly afro, gorgeous, beautiful, very intelligent.
We're going to post this on our website.
Yeah, super happy. And same with the other two young ladies that are shoot, I'm trying to see it, but just to show they come in all shades, and it's finally some love out there. So now my question is this: now that we do have young black ladies as Miss U representation of all of us, what is see, here we go. So Miss USA, Miss Teen USA, and Miss America, like I said, are all black women.
Wow.
It's a great time. So, they're all beautiful. And now do you think that's going to change the perspective now that Miss USA, Miss Teen USA, and Miss America are all black women?
No. I'm going to just keep it real.
Do you think this is a ploy? Or
that's what I was just going to say. I feel like, they give you a little bit, but still pull back a lot. So I think, this is great. And, of course, they worked hard for it, but I need to see more,
Yeah.
So hopefully, this will open up the doors for more opportunities, more things. Like who's on the board? Who's, in charge of what the questions are, who makes up, the marketing, who does all the behind the scenes. And
regardless, at the end of the day, now there's black women representing.
Yes, which is great.
Which is great.
So very happy
little
about that.
black girls can see that you can be Miss USA, Miss. Usually there's only one. This is three, all three.
Yeah.
So, I'm excited about that.
Yes. No, very, very happy about that. But kind of switch subjects. Kind of a, little unnerving subject, but the wave of shootings that has been happening, lately. Just had a shooting at UNC, University of North Carolina. We just had a shooting over in California at a church, a Jewish church. Oh my God. I forgot where it was. I think Sacramento. I'm not sure. And then there was another shooting, I think in another school or something. But it's just like literally every other day there's some shooting happening, and yet nothing is being done.
Because at the end of the day, money is more than lives at this point. We already know this. Yeah. It's not that we can't handle it and it can't be done. People that want to tote their guns, or the NRA, gun companies, all of this stuff, it's a money thing. So as long as people want to buy their guns, as long as people want to do it, it's gotten to the point where we're desensitized, and it's just like, oh, here we go again. What else are we going to do? My concern is, this is my thing. They always want to talk about, black men being a terror and a danger. They're always but if you've noticed, that a lot of these shootings are not people of color. Yeah. So we have inbound terrorism here. Like,
and they don't want
to, they say, oh, white person sees a black guy watching, they're clutching their purse because they think you're going to be robbed. How about every time I go into a movie theater, I'm freaking out every white person comes in? Are they going to have a gun? Are they going to do mass shootings? Are they going to do, this is the world we're living at. They always want to generalize, but they don't want to ever really talk about it and really put it out there and realize that there is a freaking problem.
Yeah.
There is a problem.
It's domestic terrorism.
It's domestic terrorism. We're shooting. We're beating a boy to death. A police officer is beating a boy to death.
15-year-old boy,
because he went to go grab his friend's phone. But we're literally handcuffing a mass murderer who killed a bunch of people. Yeah, and walking him in and being like, oh, and this and that. So
where's the balance?
There is no balance. There is no balance. We're letting you know it doesn't matter Here it is. It's basically saying it doesn't matter as long as you're a person of color, your life, it does not matter. We're going to do whatever we need to do. As long as you're not of color, it doesn't matter what you do.
Yeah, literally. And
there's no consequence.
Every shooter has been arrested without any problems.
Without any problems. You sit there and you shot a bunch of people. I think there was a young man, I think it was at the USA, that jumped on the mass shooter.
A 19-year-old boy
jumped on him
to
save everybody else. But the mass shooter gets to walk away.
Yeah.
This young man sacrificed his life to save other people, and we're just going to act like, I'm sick of the, let's do prayer shit.
Yes.
Save your prayers.
Yes.
Save everything else. What are you going to do? And the reality is nothing is going to be done.
Yeah.
So we literally have to be watching our backs wherever we go.
Yeah. Exactly.
And you know what? I'm going to tell you right now, like I tell my daughter, I tell myself, telling everybody, listen to your fucking instinct. If you are out and about and you don't feel comfortable, something don't feel right.
Yeah.
Go home, walk away, do something, because that's our own intuitions telling us, hey, you better, I be going play. I was like, I don't like it here. I'm out.
Yeah. No, exactly. I'm out
because then if some shit come down, then I'll be mad at myself because I was like, I should have listened to myself.
It's crazy. You can't go to the grocery store. There's
you can't do
shooting.
Anything.
Bank. There's a shooting.
I mean, even now, the other day, like there's cop cars everywhere, and I'm like, "Ooh, they're out. Who are they coming to get?"
Yeah,
it's like now. Oh, I can't make a right turn? Do I make a like? It's we're constantly frozen.
Yeah,
and you're not even doing anything wrong. But then you're like, okay, well, what do I do? Do I do not? Do I?
Because the wrong move can just set them off.
I mean,
it's crazy.
It's crazy. The other day, too, we got some wild police chase. You're chasing down a man off of the OC, all these highways and shit, and he goes away, but you pull a brother over or a sister and you're shooting.
Yeah.
That's
the first instinct is to shoot.
Well, because that's what they're taught.
Yeah.
That's not an instinct. That's something that you're taught. Our instincts is, yes, we are in survival mode, but we also have the right to think and we're logical. That's like a dog. Like when you teach a dog to use its instincts and to smell and do things, it does that before it even starts to bite or bark. If the dog feels its danger. But if you teach a dog how to, no matter what, whoever, start barking and riding and to attack, that dog is going to attack without even any type of just because that's what I'm saying. That's what they're doing. They're teaching the police to look at black people, no matter whatever move, whatever would not shoot. They're looking at other race. Oh, don't you got to stop. You got to think. So it's the same thing. I mean, how many dogs you see out there? There are dog owners that don't train their dogs. The minute you bark, you're like,
that's true.
There's other dogs that just smell, keep it moving, no danger, no fear. So.
Yeah,
it's a kind of like a same analogy in its own little weird way.
Yeah, no, it's just all around. It's crazy. I don't know. Hopefully, whoever, I think it needs to be someone strong enough on the other side of the aisle that common sense needs to come back, and say, there's nothing wrong with having guns. Of course, I mean, we've all, I've grown up shooting guns from Tennessee, but when you have AK R-15, like really,
listen,
I think that's just too much.
New Zealand showed us all.
Yeah, in one day.
Okay,
they changed the laws in one day.
New Zealand showed up. So when people wake up, it's not that it can't be done. It's just they don't want to. They don't want to have it done.
It's all about the money at the end of the day.
Yeah, absolutely. And speaking of which, we must pay highly due respects and say R.I.P. to John Singleton.
Oh yes. Oh my God. Thank you for bringing that up. Yes. No, that's so that just blew my mind.
I feel like we're losing all our strong black men.
Yes.
I really do.
And I haven't heard any updates, but Peebo Bryson had a heart attack. He's in the hospital.
Like, I feel like, I don't know what it is. I feel like our black men are under attack. The ones that are doing something, that are conscious, that are out there positive or doing whatever. I don't know if it's just a point for us to think about things and then, whatever. But he had a stroke. He had high blood pressure.
Hypertension.
Which in
the black community
the black
really
community
huge.
is very big. I think more and more people are starting to realize that the diet isn't the greatest.
Yeah.
More people are starting to go vegan. Are you raw, vegetarian, or even if you
I'm working on my vegetarianism.
Yeah, even less processed foods and things of that nature. Going back to
more organic,
organic. It's just.
Yeah.
I felt bad. I was like, damn.
Yeah. 51
51, he's young.
Yes.
That's nothing. 50 is the new 40, if you really think about it. Even the new 30, because he did not look 51.
Yeah. Not
you would
at
have
all.
never known that the man had hypertension. You know, it's like, oh, man, baby boy, poetic justice.
Boys in the Hood.
Boys in the Hood.
He was the youngest
He nominated
for,
right. Yeah, he was like 24 years old.
Yeah.
So may he
That's
rest in
crazy.
peace, and he will always live on with all his amazing movies. Poetic Justice, girl. Girl, I wanted to be Janet at that time.
Everybody did.
With those braids.
Yes. I think I had those braids. It didn't
With the dookie
look
braids.
like that, but yeah.
Yeah, well, you know, it's Janet.
Exactly.
You could try all you want.
Yeah.
You ain't going to look like Janet. So
I know.
there was just a picture of her recently. Girl, she was like...
She's 50, right?
She's 50-something.
Yeah.
And she
looks good.
a girl. She was naked and this. And I was like, who's that? Is that Janet?
Yeah.
Man, I'm not ugly. I just don't have money. That's my... that is my thing.
That's a new motto. I just ain't got no money.
Because the reality is, once you got money, you can take it up.
Yeah, you can do
50
whatever.
million, you just enhancing more of what you got. You got the team. My enhancement is me, myself, and I.
There you go.
You know, I got to put on my own makeup.
I mean, Cardi just got her boobs redone, she was saying, you know, because of the breastfeeding her daughter.
You know. But there, here's another thing. I don't know what she said. She only did her boobs, but her tummy looks a little like she had some lipo or she had something maybe done just after the baby. I'm not sure. It looks a little... You know, looks a little off, but maybe it was just the kind of makeup they put on her. Yeah. But she still looked fabulous. So I'm not mad at her.
It was good. Shit, if I had the money, I'd do it too.
Girl, I'll be the first one like, hello?
Yeah.
Doctor.
In a split second.
I'll be like, doctor.
Yes, in a split second, let me tell you. No, listen, it's just a sad situation all around. And, you know, we just got to make sure, you know, we take care of ourselves. You know, no matter if you're rich, poor, whatever, you know, famous or not famous. You know, it's a serious, you know, issue that we need to all kind of get behind and stuff.
Absolutely.
But it's just,
I mean, you know, I think about it all the time, like this organic and everybody eating like that. As a kid, when I would go to Puerto Rico every summer to go kick it with my family, like we were, my family was not rich whatsoever.
Yeah.
Poor as hell.
Yeah.
Okay? Like poor, but, you know, rich in love and, you know, to be able to sustain. But, you know, we would go out there. We didn't go to the store to buy no damn mangoes. There was a mango tree. Like, literally, they would fall off the tree.
Yep.
And they would go bad because there were so many mangoes.
Yeah.
You know, same thing with certain foods and stuff. My grandmother back in the day, my grandma had chickens and shit. She'd be like, go get the eggs from the chicken. Girl, I hated that because the chicken was so mean and she would pet. I'd be like, I don't want to go over there, but she'd go get that shit. Same thing. You know, there was chickens running around. She would go, go get it. And I'd be like, don't we have Foster Farms? Because I was straight bougie. I was like, don't we have Foster? My grandmother would call my mom and say, you sending these bougie ass kids up in here.
Mess.
And she cut off the head, pluck, boom, boom.
You had to cut off the head?
Girl, you got a fresh chicken. You got to cut off the head. You depuluck, you pluck it, you depuluck it, take off all the feathers. She would cut it open, cook it, fry it. Shit was bomb.com. It was organic. It was free range.
Okay, PETA, please do not come after us.
Listen, PETA needs to take it down 20 because this is the way it was, and this is how some people still live in these days.
That's true.
Yeah, I think PETA's more about the slaughterhouse and how they're treating the animal.
Yeah.
The animal was the chickens were outside, had its own chicken coop. They, you know, feed corn and all this other bullshit. But anyways, the point is that it was just one of those things. You know, we go. My grandmother knew fishermen. Every morning they'd come with fresh fish from the sea. And you would eat and whatever. So I think nowadays, people are trying to go back to that and trying to figure out, you know, that easy living, making like, you know, Hamburger Helper and what is it? The frozen foods.
Oh, yeah.
All of those things from back in the day to try to make your life convenient are realizing it's not as convenient anymore.
Yeah. No, it's not.
A lot of sodium.
Yes. I think that's the biggest issue. Sodium,
carb, sodium, because you gotta process it to be able to withstand that long.
That's true.
So
that's true.
But anyways,
well, we just gotta send our love and blessings to the family.
Yeah, absolutely.
And hopefully it won't turn into any craziness because already like reports are like fighting within the family. So we just hope for the best.
Lord.
You know, all around. But yeah, it's just a sad situation. But once again, it's been a lovely seeing you. And
it should be.
Okay. Well, anyway. You all right.
It should be great seeing me.
Okay. I ain't got time for you. This is, another Hot Topics episodes, craziness, season 4. It's been amazing. We had a couple more episodes to do, more, highlights and fun. We just want people to keep watching, keep listening, keep subscribing, reviewing, rating. That's what we need. That's what we love.
Wow. What? I mean, you should have done that into a rap.
Oh, I should. Maybe next time.
Because you were like, subscribing, reading, rating, watches, blah, blah. I was like, oh, snap.
That's like Broadway type of stuff.
Yeah.
Jazz
like
hands.
Spirit fingers.
You are a mess. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. We'll see you later.
We'll see you later.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Take a little time to enjoy your brand of Moscato and tea with us every day. Subscribe, rate, and follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and MoscatoandTea.com.